That's right, we're beating people down with 10k Dark Magician. We're celebrating 10,000 subscribers this time, and to make sure this episode is extra special, I have a few to-do list items along with one secret mission that you'll have to stick around till the end to see. As always, I'll explain as we go, so hit that subscribe button. Give me a second, let me just cross that one off the list really quick. Awesome, there we go. And let's check out Game 1. On the draw in this game, and this hand must look so weird. It might not seem like much, but these 3 cards should be able to score a pretty flashy win here. Our opponent plays Magician's Rod to search Dark Magical Circle, but they must have bricked because they can't do anything before passing turn. We draw Preparation of Rites, so let's search for Illusion of Chaos before baiting the Ash Blossom. And there it is. Lucky for us, we already have Magician Souls in hand. So let's use it to summon Dark Magician, and now we can activate Fusion Deployment. By revealing a fusion monster from our extra deck, like Thousand Dragon for example, we can special summon one of its named materials from our deck. So let's bring out and activate the legendary Time Wizard. Okay. Time Wizard. By flipping a coin and calling it correctly, we can destroy all of our opponent's monsters. And nice, of course it comes up heads. Blow up our opponent's board and activate the hidden boss monster of the deck, Dark Sage. Since Dark Magician lived so long, he was able to learn every possible spell in the game, and because of that, we can add any spell card from our deck to our hand. Now this effect is totally busted, and Dark Sage is one of the only cards in the entire game with this ability. So what all-powerful spell card will we be searching for? Perhaps something like Raigeki or Harpy's Feather Duster to destroy our opponent's board even more? Or maybe we find a more contemporary card, like Branded Fusion or Destiny Fusion to unleash a modern powerhouse. Nah, you already know that's way too meta for this channel. Instead, we can find the classic Yu-Gi-Oh staple, United We Stand. Now this card would be a great segue to ask you to subscribe, but I already crossed it off the list, so... Anyway, this equip spell increases attack and defense by 800 for every monster we have in play. But besides celebrating the Eremia army, why would we need this random card? Well, let's use our normal summon to bring out a card I'm pretty sure no one has played but me. Three-Eyed Ghost. Originally meant to be support for the darker counterparts of the Egyptian gods, by tributing itself, Three-Eyed Ghost lets you add any level 10 dark monster from your deck to your hand. So let's find the deck's other secret boss monster, 10,000 Dragon. I never noticed this before, but our big number dragon is actually coming out of the vortex on the back of a Yu-Gi-Oh card. That's a really nice touch. Made in celebration of Yu-Gi-Oh printing 10,000 unique cards, 10k Dragon can only be summoned by sacrificing monsters whose total attack and defense add up to 10,000 or more. But with only Time Wizard and Dark Sage on board, our total power just comes out to be 6,900.
Nice.
I swear I didn't plan that. If we equip one of our monsters with United We Stand, it will give us a 3,200 point boost toward that total and let us summon the legendary 10k Dragon. And since Time Wizard conveniently cleared the way for a direct attack, we can put all that power to good use and swing in for the win. That's one item off our to-do list. Let's go for that sweet montage in Game 2. Up against Eldritch in this one, and they search a trap, play a zombie, and set some more cards before passing turn. Let's get started by using Preparation to grab Illusion of Chaos, searching for souls, and summoning Dark Magician. Now let's play Cup of Ace. If we land heads, we can draw 2 cards, but if we get tails, our opponent gets to draw 2 cards instead. Obviously we get heads, and oh, haha, what's that doing there? I must have misclicked or something. That's definitely not part of some secret evil plan.
He's just standing there, menacingly!
Let's use Magical Mallet to shuffle and redraw some cards. Nice, Harpy's Feather Duster. Wipe away their back row, and Solemn Judgment. Fair enough. Use Upstart to draw another card. We cannot stop winning this game. Play Heavy Storm to destroy the rest of their cards and use Fusion Deployment to summon Time Wizard and flip another coin. Oh man, another heads. Bring out Dark Sage and use them to search and activate United We Stand, and they surrender. Well, that wasn't very satisfying. It's a good thing I saved up all those daily quests. Yeah, that's better. Now I can finally pull those Orcus cards I've been waiting for. Anyway, let's keep winning in Game 3. on the draw against sprites in this game, but they just end on Masquerena with some face downs. Our draw and Forbidden Droplet off the top is pretty sweet. Let's start with Fusion Deployment to summon Dark Magician, but they activate a trap card that would steal control of our wizard if it resolves. Now, since I'd rather let Dark Magician perish than let anyone else have him, let's send him to the graveyard to negate their Link monster with Droplet. But of course, he won't be gone for long, so let's use Illusion of Chaos to search Magician Souls and use it to revive our Dark Magician. Now we can normal summon Time Wizard, and you know it always comes up heads in these videos. I mean, do you really think I'd feature a game where I lose? That's Tails. Okay, GG's. I mean, there's always next game. Okay, let's try that again. Now, I can't be sure, but for some strange reason, this combo only worked about half the time. Wait, that doesn't count. Well, I guess I should have been more specific when I put this list together. Now, I obviously lost a lot of games while I was going for these clips, but that's enough of the failure montages, okay? Let's try for a sweet winning montage this time in
Game 4.
on the draw again, and they just set a card and pass turn. Alright, let's activate Magician Souls, and they chain Max C. That will make this a little harder, but since we usually only summon around 4 times, we're a little more resistant to Max C and Nibiru than you might expect. So bring out Dark Magician and use Fusion Deployment to summon Time Wizard. Let's activate him for no value and obviously get heads. We did just finish that failure montage after all, so it's gotta come up sometime, before sacrificing Dark Magician to bring out Dark Sage and searching for our favorite equip spell. But we don't actually have the 10k in hand yet, so let's activate 1 for 1. By discarding a monster, we can special summon a level 1 monster from our deck, which is Omni Dragon Brotor. By discarding another card and targeting a monster we control, in this case himself, you can add a monster from deck to hand with the same type and attribute. And the only other Dark Dragon we have is 10k himself. So equip and sacrifice 2 of our monsters to summon Big Number Dragon and go to battle. Hopefully that face down isn't something crazy like a magic cylinder. What do you have, opponent? Call of the Haunted to bring back Max C? So wait, you're telling me I can win with a ridiculous Dark Sage combo by attacking over my most hated card in the entire game? Don't mind if I do.
Once again, you have taken for granted the powers of a true Saiyan warrior. Let's go! Final Flash! What's this?
Oh yeah, that's some good catharsis. I think that definitely warrants a sweet winning montage. With most of the to-do list taken care of, we're nearing the end of the video, but there's still one more item to check off. While I knew I wanted to use 10,000 Dragon for the 10k sub special, I also had another idea focused on the letter L. In one of my other videos, I managed to send the letter L to grave right before winning with Jackpot 7, but that wasn't actually good enough for me. I had a much more nefarious plan. What if we made the opponent hold the L? Literally. Now that was an idea we could build around. There are only a few cards in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! That can give your opponent cards in hand. Exchange could work, but it lets your opponent pick the card, and I mean, no one's gonna pick the letter L. Jack in the Hand and Gift Exchange could also get the job done, and we use them in the Christmas Exodia episode, but they only work with monsters or during the end phase, which wasn't good enough. And that only leaves one of my favorite cards, Gold Moon Coin. It's kind of crazy how much I've used this random bulk card on this channel, but by giving the opponent 2 cards from your hand, it lets you draw 2 additional cards. Not a great rate, but when you're trying to accomplish the most embarrassing Yu-Gi-Oh! Clip possible, you can't be too picky. And I figured that a couple extra cards didn't hurt the deck's consistency too much, since it was, already terrible. So that's our secret mission for this episode. Make an opponent hold the L, literally. Thanks so much for getting me to 10,000 subscribers, and let's check out the
bonus game.
We're going second against Snake Eye, and they start with Poplar before setting some cards and passing turn. Anyway, it's our draw, and oh, there's the L. Now we just need to find that coin. But first, let's get started by using Magician Souls to summon Dark Magician. And they respond by bringing out Snake Eye Ash and searching for another card. Well, now's as good a time as any. Summon Time Wizard and flip a coin. Sweet, we got heads, so blow up their board and trigger Dark Sage while they reset Ash. But with Sage on board, he can search up impermanence. Well, I bet you've never seen someone negate a Dark Sage before. Yeah, you got it, opponent. Luckily, we already have United We Stand, but we still need one more combo piece in order to accomplish our secret mission. So draw a card with Upstart Goblin, chicken game, okay. Play it and draw again. Oh, there it is, Gold Moon Coin. Now we can make the opponent literally hold the L, but there is a problem. Of the 3 other cards in our hand, we need 2 of them in order to bring out 10K Dragon. But Gold Moon Coin requires us to give away 2 of our cards, so if we give one to our opponent, we have to draw another copy off the top in order to win. Well, I didn't come this far to chicken out now. Here you go, opponent. Just hold on to that one for me. Come on, deck. Come on. Come on. Holy crap, there it is.
Now draw your last pathetic card so I can end this, Yugi.
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
My deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba. Except the one I just gave you.
No, that's impossible!
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
Oh man, I cannot believe we actually did that. If that is not the most toxic thing you can do in this game, I really don't know what is. And you might think there's no way I could have done this more than once, but out of the hundreds of games I played with this ridiculous deck, I managed to make my opponent hold the L, not once, not twice, but 6 times. Yeah, I did this 6 times somehow. Really quick, I want to thank you guys so much for 10,000 subscribers and 1 million views. I never imagined my little channel could get this far. And normally this is where any other YouTuber would say, let's keep going and hit the next subscriber milestone. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it would be really cool to get a silver play button, but since my subscribers are all awesome people, I'm actually pretty content with 10,000. So if you aren't subscribed for whatever reason, that's okay. You don't need to change for me. I accept you for who you are. Anyway, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.